Yo, Grand Rising Kings and Queens. It is HL in the AM on Oak 93.5 WRLY Raleigh. Yo, how are you feeling today, Ash?
I'm feeling all right.
You're feeling good?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
I really can't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Steve ain't here and he messed everything up before he left. But you're not muted.
Okay.
You're not muted and I see the joint going up.
All right, well,
So
get
I'm not sure exactly why we don't have no volume in our headphones, but
I don't know.
I can kind of hear you.
I can, well.
Wait, hold on. Let me just turn your volume up some.
Okay, I guess we just got to.
Oh, I know why. Say something now.
Something now.
There we go.
All right.
You hear that now?
Did we get it straight?
Yeah, I fixed it.
All right.
But good morning, Grand Rising Kings and Queens. I know y'all was like, why all the sad music? Well, before I say anything, let me just say that we lost a homie. You know what I'm saying? We lost a great comedian. We lost Daryl Bernard Ransom Jr. And honestly, those songs weren't dedicated to him, but the family of him, being that he dedicated his life to them. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, to the mother, Mona Lisa Ransom, and father, Daryl Ransom Sr., number one, congratulations. Y'all raised one hell of a young man. To his daughter, Olivia Grace Ransom, his son, Daryl Braden Ransom. I'm so sorry, y'all. It's gonna be rough, and I don't know anything to say that could actually make y'all feel better. To his sister Sharonda, I had the fear of losing a family member, a sibling. I can only imagine what you're going through. To his brothers Josh, Cordell, James Edward, yo, my sincerest condolences, brother. Losing a brother, like I said, I can only imagine. I lost friends, don't even have a brother. I always wish for one, and one was taken from you. So that has to be the opposite of what I'd feel of getting a brother. So I can only feel your pain. So I just want to say my condolences, my deepest condolences to the family of Daryl Ransom.
For sure.
And rest in peace to a brother. You know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I said that was very nice. That's it affects everybody, and I think a lot of people were shaken up by the loss, and especially in our comedy community, that was
it hit.
Yeah.
It hit. And the thing was, Daryl was like I said, he was a homie. I remember him. He filmed this one part in the funniest line in the movie Hard Times that we made with Tehran is Daryl's line. When Daryl, his phone kept blowing up, right? And he said, if I put my phone on silent, it'll be a vibrator. And the funniest line of that whole movie, it was an improv line by Daryl just being Daryl,
that wasn't even part of it.
Right. He was just like, we made it up as we went along. The whole thing was basically, I ain't gonna say freestyle, but we just didn't have a script. So we kind of came up with it on the sleeve. That's what makes that movie so great. There wasn't a script. Basically that whole movie was improv and it was that funny. And Daryl's improv line of, that was the funniest thing I've heard in my life. When he said, my phone, if I put my phone on silent, it'll be a vibrator. And especially in the context of the scene. So you had to really see the scene to really understand that line. But hilarious. And it brings up a good point when coming to loss. We all deal with loss differently.
We do.
What were your coping mechanisms with some of the more tragic losses in your life?
Good or bad?
Both.
Because I definitely
I ain't gonna lie, I was doing a lot of screwing. I was getting it in. I was humping like that. I humped the feelings away. I was tearing the drawers off some daughters. Like that's just what I do when I'm really sad.
Yeah. I'm gonna confess on the radio. No, when my mom passed, so that was 2007, and it was actually such a weird time in my life because I literally just moved to Raleigh, so I didn't have friends. Literally, I moved to Raleigh the beginning of June. My mom passed the end of June. So I just like gotten here. I was just trying to get my footing. I had a handful of friends, but it was still, difficult. And then, being that this is, 14 years ago, there weren't a whole lot of people who had experienced that same loss. So there weren't a lot of people who could like understand what I was thinking or feeling. So I just, whatever felt good at the moment, I did it, whether it was like shopping or, physical
smashing
activity.
You was smashing the paint away. The women do that too?
Yeah.
Y'all do?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So there was...
That's funny.
Yeah, there was a lot of just whatever whatever felt good at the time.
What about drug use or alcohol use? Because I ain't gonna lie, man, you talking about, if you thought I was a pothead before my mom passed, you should have seen me
afterwards.
Man, like that. Not even just after, the whole year she was dying, and I had to watch it.
Yeah. I really didn't. I probably drank a lot, but like I don't know, but maybe not even a lot. It really. I think it depends on who's look. It's perspective. Like for me, I probably felt like I did, but other people might have been like, "You were fine."
You see, I can't even drink a lot. 3 shots, I'm throwing up. like I couldn't drink a lot if I wanted to. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good. And the sad part is, I don't ever get that feeling of getting drunk. I just get sick.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I eventually I went to therapy, which is what I should have done in the beginning, and that helped.
What was some helpful therapy? I would say, was it practices or exercises that one can do when experiencing loss that you found to be helpful to you?
Journaling.
Journaling.
Is a big thing. Sometimes I would just write, and it didn't have to be sensical or, didn't.
Do you ever write jokes?
No, I wasn't writing jokes back then.
Oh, okay.
I was just writing to whatever was on my mind. But also now it's the writing. When I do that, it's more like stream of consciousness, where I'm just writing, and sometimes there's jokes in there.
Stream of consciousness?
Yeah, where you just take like 10 minutes and just write everything that comes into your head or out of your mind or whatever.
So straight from the head to the pen.
Yeah, and then it doesn't have to make sense.
Okay.
It doesn't have to flow.
I would do rants.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. Sometimes within that writing, you might find a joke, but also it helps to empty your mind.
Well, I remember like when we had to do journals in school. Do you remember those? Like the school journals?
Yeah.
So
I used to do weird stuff, like write my journal entry backwards.
I would write. Okay, you were weird.
Yeah.
I would just write that this is BS. Like I hate this, because like you couldn't get in trouble for whatever you wrote in your journal.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I hate this school. I hate these teachers. I hate every last one of these. I it would be so negative. Like it would just be like, this is bull. I hate doing this. Like, cause like my thing was, I felt like writing was tedious. Like we were just writing to write. It had no purpose. It was like I said, nobody even gonna read this.
Yeah.
You're making me put forth effort, because I was a lazy kid.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not proud of it, but I was a lazy kid.
I was a little bit too.
So I didn't like writing. I would solve the answers on tests in my head, so I wouldn't have to write too much.
That's funny.
Like that's how lazy I was. Like I just did not. I was like, I don't want to do all this writing. It's pointless.
Yeah.
You want the answer. Here's the answer.
Don't ask me to show my work.
Like you want to make me cry? Make me have to go home and write those 33-line sentences and then like underline the noun. Like we can't just write the noun and the verb. No, we have to write the whole sentence and then underline the noun and the verb. No, forget you, Mrs. Hitch. That was bull.
I'm gonna need you to let that go.
Nah, man, that joke was bull, man.
Like you're still angry with Mrs. Hitch.
Yo, I'm furious. She used to make us have to do so much extra homework just because her husband didn't love her no more.
So she was coping with
by
her
making
grief
us
by making you guys do work.
Yeah, by making us write whole sentences. Like all right, so you know how they say identify the noun, identify the verb, right? All right, you can just write down the noun. You can just write down the verb, like noun, this, verb, that, right?
Right.
Nah, we had to write this whole sentence, right, out the book, and then underline the noun and then circle the verb.
So what's the problem?
It was like 30 of these long ass sentences that had, like, you didn't need all of that. All you needed was the noun and the verb.
But you can identify that now, right?
Yeah, I remember one time I wrote in my journal, bitch, I'm gonna kill you.
Clearly she never read it, right?
Oh, like, man, how dare thou? I'm serious. Thou. I hated that woman. Well, I'm telling you, there was no woman on earth I hated more than Mrs. Hitch. I could tell
because it's been several years.
It's been 30.
30 years and you're still upset about it.
It's been 30 years. And if I see her on the street, it's on sight. I don't give a damn. And she an old lady. No, I can't say that. I saw Miss Hitch. I would say this was about by the time my mom was she was going through. I was taking her to a doctor's appointment, and Mrs. Hitch came, her old ass, because she was old now, right? So Mrs. Hitch walks her old ass in here with her mama. And I was like, look at you old raggedy, right? You know what I'm saying?
What if Mrs. Hitch was out there watching you right now?
I know, right? She'll probably be hurt because she probably loves me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was always respectful, but I didn't like that witch. I'm telling you, I thought she drove a broom to school, yo.
She might have.
No.
You didn't know who parked in the back.
Like Miss Hitch went to demon school, yo. I'm telling you. Like man, yo, nobody liked Mrs. Hitch and she was a cheerleader coach. So she thought she was pretty. So ain't nothing worse than a evil woman that thinks she pretty. I ain't gonna lie though, Miss Hitch was thick for a white girl. Didn't realize that back then.
What is this in high school? Or
nah, this was fourth grade.
Fourth grade?
Fourth grade.
Oh dear.
I had Miss Gilbert, who was this mean old racist lady. And I had Mrs. Hitch because that was the first time we started separating classes. Switching classes. Yeah. So I had Miss Gilbert and I had Miss Hitch. See, this is the problem with having eidetic memory, right?
Yeah.
Because you remember everything.
You did. I do.
Right. I remember tripping on a desk because my shoelaces were untied and busting my head open on a desk.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I remember Miss Gilbert calling us porch monkeys.
Wait.
Yeah, the whole class though, not just the black kid. Because I was the only black kid in the class, but she called the whole class porch monkeys.
Okay. I was gonna say, wow.
And I used to be like, yo, you better be glad I'm the only nigga in here.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
That would never fly today.
No, it wouldn't.
They have her fired so fast.
Miss Gilbert was from a different time, like 1843. Miss Gilbert was old. She was old. Like, and you know the thing is, Miss Gilbert's still alive now.
So she's like 200.
She's like I think they reported it at 97, but I think that's a lot. That's a fabrication.
Like she gotta be older than that.
She gotta be older than that.
She fought in the.
Because if she was 97, that means she was like 59 when she was teaching us, and she didn't smoke, and she looked really old. Like it wasn't like no. I know white women don't age well, you know, for the most part, but it was like she had to be 7,400 years old when she was my teacher.
Years old. She definitely was there at the Constitution signing.
Like she sleeps in a coffin.
Maybe that's the secret.
Like I remember when Miss Gilbert used to walk by, her butt would squeak. I remember that.
That's so random. That's so random. It's crazy how we remember random things. So like I can sing you the song from my third grade play.
Please don't.
I'm not going to. I'm just saying I can if you wanted me to, but like I can't remember what I wore yesterday.
You can't remember what you wore yesterday?
Yeah.
I wore this yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, that's why I woke up and put this on right. Look, it's 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I mean nobody has to know.
Exactly, I don't care. Plus, I ain't wear it that long.
What did I wear yesterday? Okay, that's not important, but like, I'm just saying like things that are etched in your memory. Versus things that are just like on the surface.
Everything is etched in my memory. That's why I don't like watching two dudes kiss on TV.
What? That's so
because like
again,
it's in my brain now. I can't get it out.
Absolutely random.
Yeah, I'm just telling you that's what it is. That's like the problem with having eidetic memory is you remember everything. I mean, especially if it makes it to you long term. If something can get out of my memory in 15 minutes, it's out.
Okay.
Right. But then sometimes, and I don't have really no real control over it. It's like my brain chooses to absorb what it wants to absorb. Mm-hmm. So I absorb everything. And then it's like a very, very, very small amount of like meaningless conversations that get dumped. But like anything I see or read is done. Like if I watch a movie, done.
I need that. Like I try to sleep with books under my pillow so I can...
Yo, that's the funny thing. I'm gonna tell you the funny thing is everybody thought I was so smart, right? Oh man, he's so smart. I am not smart. I'm dumb as hell. Like I'm literally stupid.
I don't.
But the problem is I remember so much.
Yeah.
and I have recall, but my processing ability of that data that I remembered, nah.
I don't think you're dumb.
I am dumb. I'm like 3 times 9 is 43 type dumb.
3 times 9 is 43.
I told you, no, it's not. It's 27. I'm just saying, I'm that stupid though.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess I don't necessarily think you are, but that's okay. So I did turn that off.
In the words of Edge, you think you know me? Oh, that was a good reference if you watch wrestling. Nah,
Wrestling. Is it wrestling or is it wrestling?
it's wrestling.
Wrestling.
So let me ask you this: have you ever lost a homie?
Yes.
What kind of homie did you lose? What was that story?
I mean, okay, rewind. Like, you mean like a close?
Yeah.
Not close. Like, I've lost friends, like people that I know or people that I see. I've lost like coworkers and things like that. More recently, I've lost people that I know, but not like a best friend or anything like that.
Okay.
I mean, I lost both my parents, so that's to me, that's probably the most difficult. Not probably. That's
is
definitely the most difficult.
What was more difficult, your mom or your dad? Honestly.
I don't know if I can rank them.
Quick question. All right, fire it off. Which one hurt the most? Which one was like, mom or dad? Which one did you love the most?
No.
Go ahead, say it, Ashley. Answer the question, Ashley. Answer the question. Who do you love the most, your mommy or your daddy?
I refuse. No. So,
tell us. Oh, no, don't be BS and tell us. Answer. There's a right answer. There's a wrong answer.
No, like there. Exactly. No. Obviously, my mom hurt the most because it was first. But
so you love your mom
hurt,
the most.
But my dad hurt the most because it was the most recent. Like.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't have to make sense to you.
Yeah, well, you said it hurts the most. They can't hurt the most.
They both hurt.
They hurt a lot.
Like when my mom died, that was my first like close loss. Like I lost like an uncle and an aunt, and I lost,
Okay. So we're gonna figure this out. All right. How long did it take you to really get over your mom's passing?
I'm not over it.
So you're still not over it?
I mean,
okay.
I'm not over it. So after 10 years, that was when I was like, oh, okay, I'm okay. But like, I'm not ever over it. Like, I think about her every day. I have like things that, like I have jewelry and stuff that I wear that is hers, or, there's always something that I look in the mirror and I see her face. So it's very hard for me to get over it. Now, I'm not crying every day, if that's what you mean. How
long did it take for you to stop crying all the time?
Probably about a year.
Okay, what about with your dad?
I'm not at that point yet.
How long has it been?
He died in April 2020.
So it's been over a year.
It's been over a year.
Okay, so you love your daddy the most.
No.
I'm just joking, Ashley.
So the difference between my parents passing, though, like with my mom, we had closure. I was actually with my mom when she in the hospital when she died. With my dad died during COVID, so I was unable to be with him. Number one, I was unable to attend the funeral, and so there's no closure.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, we will definitely readdress this topic. Got some Pastor Troy vice versa coming. Y'all keep it locked. It's like, yo, Joe, that one was for you, man. I wanted to play it, but I was like, they ain't ready for it, man. They ain't ready for it. But yeah, that was that Life Goes On by Tupac, one of my favorite Tupac Shakur song, as a matter of fact.
Really?
Yes, that is by far the best I've ever heard from any. That's my favorite rap song of all time.
Oh, okay.
That is hands down. I don't think that, to me, I mean, everybody got their favorites. To me, ain't nothing messing with the artistry of that song.
Okay.
Yeah. Freeway, man, he's going through. So prayers up for Freeway. He announces the death of his 21-year-old daughter, Harmony.
Oh, man.
Yeah, prayers out to them. She passed away with complications of cancer.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so that was yesterday. He announced it. Not too much information about it, but that's his business.
Yeah.
But yeah, he revealed the passing of his daughter. He stated, the saying, sugar and spice and everything nice, well, that's harmony. I promise y'all, she was the sweetest, most kind, and most caring, generous, loving, adorable person I know. Allah really blessed me putting her in my life. I love her so much, and this hurts so bad. This video was February of this year on her 21st birthday. Even though she was fighting cancer, she was happy and always smiling, and she always brightened up my day. The only thing that's giving me comfort is I know 100% that she believes in Allah and she is a good person. I truly believe she has everything it takes to enter into heaven. Please keep her in your prayers, and please ask God to show her comfort and mercy. Listen, life and death is very real. Cherish your loved ones and keep them close to you, because you never know. We are not promised our next breath. She truly was my best friend, and I don't know what I'm going to do. This pain is unimaginable. That was what Freeway had posted. So
I know that's got to be. I would say, obviously I don't have that experience, but for a parent to have to experience that where they have to bury their child, I know that's got to be probably one of the most difficult things to ever deal with.
Talking to my dad, that's what he says. He says he's buried both his mom and his dad. He says he ain't got what it takes to bury us.
Yeah, that's
what my dad said. He said he don't have it. He said I can't. He says my whole goal in life is to prepare you for life without me.
Yeah. Yeah,
and you spend so much time preparing your kids for life without you. You don't prepare yourself for life without them. In that case,
because that's not the order. That's not how it's supposed to happen. And we know it does happen that way, but it's like that's not how it's supposed to happen. It's not supposed to happen that way.
It's not.
But
it's one of those things, man. And it's like death is something that we all do. Just like we're all born, we're all going to die. And it's like the scary part is the unknown.
Yeah.
Like we have all these books and all these beliefs, but nobody knows.
No.
Nobody knows what's on the other side of that. It might not be nothing. You might just, lights out.
I mean, everybody has their belief system or what they believe or what they feel.
What do you believe?
What do I believe?
Yeah.
I'm a Christian. I believe in God and I believe in heaven. And I believe that after I die, that's...
Being that you're a Christian, do you believe that you lay in the ground till Judgment Day, just in your body, sleep, and then once the trumpet sound, everybody wakes up, and there's basically a zombie apocalypse, and you march to be judged, or do you immediately go and face judgment once you die?
I think it's immediate once you die. Like I feel like your soul, when your soul leaves your body, that's when you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
See, right there, that's just like half. Like where people just there's like always these differing opinions. That's why we have so many sects. I don't know what happens. I've been told that you lay in the ground, and you sleep, and then one day Jesus will come back and wake everybody up. Then some people believe that you go to heaven right then. Me personally, I believe if there is an afterlife, if there is one, you're reborn on another planet.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
and karma determines what
obviously
kind of
none of us knows for
being
sure because it's not happening. But I mean, that's where you allow your personal beliefs to come in. Like everybody has something different that they feel, and I'm not here to tell anybody what's right or wrong. I know what I believe, and I'm comfortable with that. But whatever you
some believe, some don't believe in hell. There's one. I think Jewish people believe that you die and everyone goes to heaven, and they listen to Moses read from the Torah. And for those who are pure at heart, it's heaven, it's paradise. Yeah. But for those who are wicked, it's hell.
Yeah, that's
like, imagine dying and going to a place, right? And you have all of your earthly, desires. For example, you go up there and you want sex all the time, or you like food, or you smoke crack, or you smoke weed, or you smoke cigarettes, or you drink, or you have all these earthly, the flesh.
Pleasures.
Yeah, the pleasures of the flesh, right? And you go to some place and you can't get none of it.
then that becomes the hell. For
Yeah,
you.
like you go to heaven
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, I want to smash something, but you can't smash nothing. You don't even have anything to smash with, you know, but you still have that urge, I want to smash. Or I want a Newport. But there ain't no Newport, so there's no tobacco, there's no way you can't beam up a cigarette. Or I want a drink. You
Yeah.
want to, you know what I'm saying? I could really use a shot. And there's no alcohol whatsoever. It's a dry void. Not even a dry
Right.
county. It's a dry void.
So whatever your pleasure is, or whatever the thing that it's unavailable. So because of the unavailability, that becomes your personal hell.
Yeah.
Got you. I mean,
Like the good place.
Yeah.
Like when she wanted to cuss, but she couldn't.
she couldn't. Yeah.
And everything was frozen yogurt. That was
Yeah.
a really well thought out.
That was a good show, though.
Yeah, they did their thing with that.
Yeah,
one.
I'm glad they ended it when they did.
Yeah, because it was going to get terrible.
Yeah.
It was starting to get terrible. I'm not even going to lie. That first season was
Yeah.
great. After that, it was
got
starting to get a little
progressively worse.
cheesy.
Yeah.
And then, but the last episode, I kind of like how they did it.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, no, that was a good show.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go back to the question that you asked about which one of my parents that I hurt me or not hurt, like which
One
hurt.
you love the most?
Yeah. I was like, that's not a fair question.
It is. I love my mom more than I love my dad.
Okay.
It's not even close.
I mean, but that's fair. That was the relationship that you had with your.
Well, it wasn't even that. I just thought about how much my mom had to sacrifice
Yeah.
to get me to a certain point in life, and how little my dad had to sacrifice
Yeah.
to get me to that same point. Because, like, my dad literally could leave at any time.
Uh-huh.
My mom loved me so much she couldn't just leave me at any time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's like your mom, like that's not even an option for most mothers
Uh-huh.
to leave their
to
kid.
leave. Right. 'Cause
You
they
know,
have to be
where
there.
where it's an option for a father. So that one thing right there, automatically, I'm team mom.
Got you. No, I mean,
Ride or die. You give me a ride or die, I'm gonna be your ride or die. That's just how loyalty works for me.
Let's see, for me, it was like both my parents made sacrifices for us, but like for me, I mean, obviously I was a daddy's girl because, you know, that's just, still am, was. Both my sister and I were both daddy's girls. And like for my mom, I think that my mom and my dad, we had different relationships because when my mom died, I was like I was 28. So my dad was my only parent for 13 years, you know, so we built a different type of relationship. And then, we had, my dad saw me become an adult. Like I was an adult mom, but like my dad saw me like really be an adult, you know, be an independent adult. So we had a different relationship. We became adult friends versus like when my mom died, we were, you know, she was still cool and everything, but she didn't see me get into like the real meat of adulthood. And so there was a different relationship. Like my mom, she had cancer. So when she died, like I had time to process her death. We saw it coming. We knew it was happening. So there was that opportunity, you know, there was some closure. It hurt because obviously it hurt, but there was a different type of, I dealt with it differently. When my dad died, it was traumatic. It was quick. It was unplanned. And so, that one was definitely more traumatic. It didn't necessarily mean that I love my dad more, but I got to love him differently because I loved him as my only parent for a long time, and then I loved him. Oh, is it that time?
Yeah, you didn't answer the question. 2 minutes didn't answer the question.
Community Radio, WRLYLP, Raleigh. Brought to you by Triangle Access Broadcasting. Here's a look at the weather in the Oak 93.5 listening area. Partly sunny skies today with an isolated afternoon rain shower, the high 81, south winds at 6 to 12 miles an hour. Becoming cloudy tonight with rain and thunderstorms likely, the low down to 58. Skies will become sunny on Tuesday, cooler with the high of 68. Mostly clear Tuesday night, the low down to 49. That's the latest from Oak 93.5. I'm nowcast meteorologist Matthew Harding.
Yo, thank you, Mr. Matthew, Mr. White Man.
Mr. White Man.
Man. All right, so before the break, we was asking Ashley a question. She never answered it. She just talked. I was like, "Are you gonna
okay,
and that's a good way we could talk about this. Why is it so hard for you women to land a plane?" In the words of Wafik, since Wafik ain't here.
Oh God.
Let me be the misogynist the other day.
Yeah, okay.
Why can't you women land a plane when telling a story? Y'all add everything but the actual pertinent information into the story.
I can only speak for myself. I know I talk a lot, and that's just how I am. I don't know.
I'm just messing with you.
I would say I can answer a question. I can answer a question.
All right, Ash, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
Answer it directly.
Okay.
Who do you love more, your mom or your dad?
You know what? I don't want to play this game. Get out of my face right now.
There's only one you can say, mom. You can say dad.
No, I'm not gonna play this game.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Don't do this to me. I refuse to choose.
Oh man, you should have seen your face. You're like, this nigga.
Yeah,
again.
Like
Then we just already have this conversation.
We just had this discussion, like literally.
I had to give a 2-minute explanation that I still didn't finish.
I wrote down everything so that I wouldn't forget anything. It's important stuff.
What do you have anything left that you have to get out?
No, because I got it all out.
Because like they be like, why don't you let Ashley talk? And this is why we don't let Ashley talk.
Because I talk too much.
Because when she starts talking, boy, it goes nowhere. Like all right.
You guys have been doing better about letting me talk, so I'm not upset.
Oh, I made it a conscious effort to make sure that you feel comfortable to voice your concerns and your opinions.
I appreciate that. Thank you for being considerate.
Oh, I'm very considerate. I hate inconsiderate people.
Yeah.
But I don't really care about much because like sometimes I don't feel like talking. I just feel like I have to keep the joint moving because sometimes, boy, people go soon. Like let's call it spade a spade. Wafik would have got me canceled 3 weeks ago.
What'd he do?
Boy, his views on women.
Yeah.
They like, man, take him. I would love to see a Wafik show, and I would love to see who would post that on their platform because
he's interesting.
Yeah, I love him though. I like his point of view. I like his perspectives, and sometimes I agree with him.
Now the other
but sometimes I think like Rafik got like a chick locked up in a room somewhere. He don't let like do nothing like it puts the lotion on its skin.
I just want to know who hurt him.
Well, see, and see, the thing is the fact, and this is something that does bother me though, because this is one of his points, and I have to, like, why is it funny that someone could have hurt him? Because it's like right then when you said it, you giggled.
You're right. I did.
And women say that. Right. Women say that in a laughing matter. Why is it funny for men to be hurt?
It is. You know what? It's not. You're absolutely right. And I should be conscious about that because that could be the very reason why he's like that. Because like, well, it's not even that you laugh at them. If you're laughing at someone's pain, that means you don't take their pain seriously. Yeah, that's true. So what that means is that his point of view and his issues that he's having and the things that he's dealing with, he has to deal with alone because like there's not going to be any sort of accountability from the woman's part because they're laughing about it. Who hurt you? Instead of trying to, understand him better. No, you're absolutely right. That is a very good point. And I'm going to be conscious about that because I don't want him to feel, not him just specifically, but men in general feel like they don't have support from people. But like if the one it goes back. It does bring back that conversation though, where we say, okay, you can't take your past hurt out on a current person.
But the thing is, you can if that current person doesn't even acknowledge the fact that you don't even see you as being validly hurt.
Right, like
like that's the main thing. It's not like you're trying to take it out, but at the same time, you're trying to explain to someone why you see the world this way, and they're like, who hurt you?
Yeah. Now it's
kind of like
it's like invalidating your feelings.
Yeah, it's like the same thing we have to do for women that we give so freely to women. Mm-hmm. A lot of times, women don't reciprocate that same energy.
Yeah, no, that's
especially when it comes to like dealing with trauma, and that's what I mean. And it's like so, it's kind of like when you ask that question in a laughing matter, who hurt you? Well, actually, you just did.
No, I actually agree with what you're saying. You're right, and that is inconsiderate, and that is what's the word?
It's what you call an asshole move.
It is. I mean,
but it's cool.
put it
It's
out
cool.
there.
Yo, but at the same time, we don't hold grudges here.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's under the bridge.
Insensitive is the word I was
insensitive.
looking for. It
yeah.
is insensitive.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I should be more conscious about that, because the same way, like one thing I hate is like when I say something like, oh, I'm sad because my dad died, and people are like, well, my aunt died 3 years ago. I'm like, okay, well, what? That's like in trying to invalidate my feelings.
It's not necessarily trying to. It's maybe trying to relate.
There's a difference between trying to relate and trying to make it seem like I should, like, I don't like it when people try to tell me that I shouldn't feel a way.
Right. I can understand that.
So I understand what you're saying by me saying, oh, who hurt you? Haha. That's trying to say you shouldn't feel the way you feel. And so I can understand.
Or you have no right to feel the way you feel.
Right.
Or it's funny that you feel the way you feel. Or ha ha ha, someone beat your ass and it's funny.
Yeah.
Like we laughed at Deontay Wilder, even though that was funny because he got physically ass whooped.
Yeah,
let's be honest. Deontay Wilder, you got knocked the f out.
Yeah, he did though, a couple of times.
Yeah, but nah, it's just like, but at the same time, I literally think, and it's just how I feel, there are parts of accountability that both need to that everybody needs to pay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you can't be out here being a womanizer. You can't be out here making babies and not taking care of them. You know, there are things that dudes do. You can't be out here freaking hurting little girls because you horny and she look like she's starting to develop.
Yeah,
like, cause I tell you, I'm sick. I'm sick and tired of meeting all these wonderful women that have been traumatized at a young age.
It happened
by some trusted family member.
Yep.
Or some like
family member,
family friend, just some stranger down the street. Yo,
did you see that story about that the girl who was 18 and she married her godfather?
No, I did not hear about that.
You did not. Let me look.
Tell me about that. Read me that news article.
Hold on,
I am here for it today, but I am. But yeah, back to my rant. Like, yo, fellas, anyone hearing the sound of my voice, it ain't cool to be out here touching these little girls, because they still doing it. Because, like, I'm serious. Every chick, I don't think I've dated a chick. I don't think I've dated a chick that didn't have some horror story.
Okay.
Not one.
So
it's like a Tyler Perry movie.
So the headline is 61-year-old Florida man faces backlash for marrying his 18-year-old goddaughter.
How old was he?
61. A
61.
61-year-old Florida man is under fire after news of his wedding went viral for all the wrong reasons.
So she just turned 18 and he realized, oh, I love you? Or was he doing stuff before she turned 18?
Here we go. I'm going to read this to you, all right?
I'm listening.
Michael Hoggabook is labeled as a predator after marrying Deja Hoggabook as soon as she turned 18. Deja is also Michael's goddaughter, and the two shared family history prior to their nuptials.
Wow.
He dated her mom. And
he dated her mom and then her. Mom. So it was like he traded it in for a younger model. So like he went from
and they have a 2-year-old daughter.
What, he has a 2-year-old, so he smashed. So that means he got her pregnant at 16.
Yeah, he said he's been dating and grooming her since she was 14.
Wow. And what do are the parents dead?
No.
What do the parents have to say about this?
I don't think anything. I don't think there was anything said by her father. I don't know. But her mom posted a rant on like YouTube where she wasn't condemning him. She was talking about how stupid her daughter was, which was the part that was.
I think the daughter was genius. Let me tell you why. If she's 18 years old with a 61, wait, hear me out. Let's say he lives 20 years, right? And obviously, hopefully, this dude has a lot of money. So when he dies, all of his assets then goes to his wife. And you never know, this man might have cancer. And this might be the easiest way for him to leave everything to his goddaughter. It might not even be a sexual relationship. She might be just like,
they have a child.
Oh yeah,
together.
they do have a child together.
Like
ooh.
like they've been
he's a perv.
dating
Nasty.
since she was 14. Like,
oh, no, that's just some disgusting
Yeah,
stuff. He smashed a baby. Nah, that's wrong.
There's a picture of him holding her as a 2-year-old.
All right, so whose ass should be beat first? The mom, the dad, or the old man?
Yeah, all of them.
But whose ass should be beat first?
The mom or the parents. Like my question is, the thing is, apparently it wasn't unknown that this was happening.
Right, that's exactly. So the question,
there's an accountability with the parents. The parents, I feel
all right,
like it's
so let's say you have a bat, right? Mm-hmm. And you can only get one good swing before it breaks, right? You got the parent, you got whichever parent you want. You got a parent on one side, and you got the old pedophile man on the other side, right?
The pedophile man.
You hit the pedophile man before you hit the parents?
Yeah.
Because the parents pimped the daughter out. The parents allowed it to happen.
So I feel like I would hit the pedophile man because
he's a pedophile man.
A pedophile man.
But what about a parent that will let their child live that life without stopping them?
Like, that's no good either. Like, there's just no right answer.
Yes, there is. I beat the shit out of the parents. I mean, beat the hell out of the parents.
Dump.
I hit the dump button, don't worry.
But I guess
I beat the parents.
So my thought, though, is get the pedophile man, because if that's not going to stop him from doing it to the next person. Like, if he's out there, that's like, he'll do it again. If he has the opportunity, he'll do it again. So I would go ahead and eliminate that problem. That's just my opinion. I don't like that the parents have allowed that situation to happen, because and they showed there was a wedding, there was people like family and everybody's posing, taking pictures, so people knew about this, and apparently everybody seemed to be okay with it. And I'm just like, how is this okay? But they have a child together, which means he at 50 something years old impregnated a teenager. Like, where's somebody stopping this? Anybody?
I mean, we still live in a country where R. Kelly married Aaliyah at 15, so
I mean,
it's the patriarchy.
It's crazy though.
Because could a woman do that with a little boy?
No.
And it be seen all right?
No, like what's her name? Mary Kay Letourneau or whatever. She went to jail for.
Yeah, but that was a 13-year-old. But could a woman really get an 18-year-old husband? I think they have them all the time.
I'm sure they do.
Them old. I mean, me personally, I just think that, yeah, this is disgusting. Like it's one of those things. Like, I'm mad that I actually know about this.
Yeah, I guess I just don't understand. And I guess that's good that I don't understand, but I just don't understand. Like, there's nothing to me as a 43-year-old woman. There's nothing appealing to me about a teenager. Nothing. Nah,
nothing. There's nothing appealing about a teenager. Like, to me, there's nothing appealing about a woman that can't go to an ABC store. If I'm gonna keep it 100%, I don't even want a chick that can't buy beer.
Which is fair.
You know what I mean? Like let's. I need an adult, man. Like, these young girls, I remember I met this one. I pulled a young girl and I couldn't do it. Couldn't even pull the trigger. Nah, she's just too young. She was 20.
What do you have in common with a young?
Nothing. I had nothing in common.
There's no conversation that, like, we have nothing in common.
Like, I'm trying to watch a Chappelle show. She's trying to watch Teen Titans Go. Like, it's,
Teen Titans Go is just kind of dope, though.
Yeah, I know. I do kind of like it now. She put me on to Teen Titans. But,
wait.
Yeah. But the thing. Well, it was like that was the kind of thing, like, you really don't share much in common. You know, you're on, like, hey, let's go to Longhorn Steakhouse. She's on, let's go to Cookout.
Like, I remember, so when I was like 22, I dated an old man.
I bet you did.
Hush now.
Got you a sugar daddy. How much sugar did you get?
Okay.
You got a lot of sugar.
So I was.
What did he buy you? What's the most expensive gift he bought you?
So he was 42 and I was 22.
What did he buy you?
And I was
We want to get to the good stuff. You be talking too long. What did he buy you that was like, what were some big purchases he bought? I bet he bought you a car, didn't he?
No, my dad bought me a car. I didn't need a sugar daddy because I had my dad.
Oh, that is a good point. So you liked him for him, not for what he could buy you. Nah. Oh, so what was he buying you?
So anyway, the point of my story was I
See.
remember being 22 and being 42 and just not having anything in common with him. And my whole thought was like, how do people do this? Like, how do people stay in these situations where you're, an entire generation difference? And like and I remember thinking he was so old, but he's like my age now. But he would go to the same restaurant every week. He would walk in and they would get his.
So
order
why were
ready.
you with him? So what? Since he didn't buy you anything and you thought he was old, what was the purpose of being in that situation?
I never said he didn't buy me anything.
Oh, so what did he buy you? Weed. He bought you weed.
No, I didn't smoke weed at that
Cocaine.
age.
Was it cocaine?
No, I didn't do drugs at that age.
He bought you some women.
He bought me some women.
Yeah,
No.
like for fun.
No.
He took you to like Cheesecake Factory every Friday at 7 p.m.
No, he used to go to the seafood restaurant on Tuesdays at 7 p.m.
Oh, it was a seafood restaurant on Tuesday.
Yeah, and he went there. He tried to order for me, and I was like,
Yeah, because he didn't want you ordering all the crazy stuff because you was a kid. You ain't know no better.
No, I'm.
Like, let her get some
all the crab
crayons.
legs. Look at the filet mignon.
Yeah, you was like, hey, get her some crayons in the child menu. I'll order for her. She'll have the fish sticks and the macaroni and cheese. All right?
I don't want the fish sticks. I want flounder.
Hey, when I'm gonna tell you like this, like my first date, I get the same thing. I get her a cheese sandwich, yo.
What?
I'm like, put this in a to-go box.
Is that your young tender?
Yeah, man, get her a cheese sandwich and some crayons. We good.
Hilarious.
Eat your cheese sandwich, baby. We grown folks is talking. I ain't gonna spend all my money on some. Nah, I want to see. I'm telling you like this. When I go on dates, I'm smart now. Have you ever seen someone put a cheese sandwich in a to-go box? No, you haven't. You never will.
Well,
They will leave that
cheese sandwich. Where do you go when you can get a
cheese
cheese sandwich though?
Oh, Carolina Ale House.
Oh.
Kickback Jack's got a cheese sandwich. So does Mayflower.
Wait, do you know? Are you going through all the restaurants that have cheese sandwich on the menu?
I'm just saying, like for example, I take a chick out and you just want to get to know me. Don't matter what you eat, so eat this cheese sandwich.
Hey, listen, and I agree with you actually. Like if we're going on a first date and we're getting to know each other, you don't have to take me to, we don't have to your favorite spot, Ruth's Chris.
I'm not going to Ruth's Chris.
Like
we dash trying going to my favorite spot, Ruth. I am not taking nobody to Ruth's Chris.
But like
date's over.
No, I don't.
I'll give you a ride in my Uber. You can get an Uber trip to Ruth's Chris. I'll take you that way.
Yeah, I don't necessarily need. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be, but we can go someplace.
Well, that's the thing. It's definitely going to be casual. It's definitely not going to be fancy. You're definitely not going to feel like you hit a lick just for going out.
As far as I'm concerned,
like my thing is when I go on a date with someone, I don't want to leave feeling like they just hit a lick on me. Like, cause that's all some people see dates as is. Oh, let me get ahead and get my stomach full.
Meal.
Yeah. So you get this cheese sandwich, or we can go Dutch. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely cool with going Dutch. But we got some jams for y'all. I got a song dedicated to Ashley's first love. Y'all keep it locked.
Oh God.
And that was That Fame by Jeezy. Yo, Ashley, so let me ask you a question, yo.
Sure.
I've been on TikTok, right? What is the brokest thing a man has done to you during a date?
During a date?
Yeah, like on a date, what is the brokest thing you've experienced from a dude?
So he asked me to drive, first of all.
That's broke.
But then we got to the movie theater and he ordered like popcorn.
Yeah, I went to the movies.
We went to the movies. So he purchased the tickets. And this is a while ago, so you could get 2 tickets for like $20.
Oh wow, this was a while ago.
Hush.
You're aging yourself.
I am aging myself, but he bought 2 tickets. I mean, it was probably like $20 for tickets, and then he ordered like all this food. He ordered like some nachos. He ordered some like a drink and some snacks and some popcorn, and then he looked at me. He was like, "You want anything?" I was like, I just want a Sprite." And so the total came up, and he looked at the lady, and then he looked at me, and he looked at the lady, and he looked at me. It was like, "You got your Sprite?" I was like, "Oh, okay."
And he paid?
No.
So you had to pay?
I had to pay
for your own Sprite?
My own Sprite.
Is that broke, or is that maybe just like, yo, just ain't taking advantage of me? Was there a second date?
There was not a second date.
All right. So what are things that So if he makes you pay, that's obviously grounds for no second date, right?
No, I mean, no, it wasn't that he made me pay, but it was just that he was not like considerate. But like he, like his whole thing was, I only got $20. You only got $20, and why are we on a date? Like,
what do you mean? Because he wanted to get some, and you can't just get some without taking the chick out first.
Yeah, but at least make it like worth it.
Well, that's what he was trying to do.
We went to a matinee at that, so he wasn't even. It wasn't even that he had $20. Like he had $20 for the date.
Yeah, I know. I've been there.
Yeah, but I was kind of like, okay, but you ordered like popcorn and nachos and a drink, and you then said
He must have been a big dude.
He was a big dude.
He was a big dude.
I don't necessarily date little guys though, so.
Right, so you know why.
But still, it was the fact that like he didn't even, like in ordering all that food, he didn't think to say, do you want anything? But when I was like, sure, I'll take a Sprite, he was like, oh, well, all I got is $20. I was like, well, why you ask me if I wanted anything? Like, if you didn't want to buy me anything, just say, I'm going to buy my own snacks, or you could buy your own. I mean, I have my own money, so it wasn't a big deal. But it was just like, dang, how you going to take me out? And then, like, how you going to ask me out, number one, then ask me to drive, number two, and then we get there, and you don't even want to buy me a Sprite. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I was doing my insurance information for this appointment I have, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it said, "What is your gender identity?" Look at what I didn't even know what that meant, right? So I'm and I need some help with this. All right.
Okay.
So you have cisgender male, man, cisgender female, woman, transgender male. I know I'm not that.
Mm-hmm.
Transgender female, gender non-binary, gender non-conf. Other and prefer not to answer. What is that? Which one would I qualify as?
You would be a cisgender male.
See, why is it this hard, yo? I don't even know what does cisgender even mean.
I don't know what it stands for, but I know that cisgender means like straight male or straight female. Like you identify as only male or female by, society's standards or whatever that is. I don't know.
I have to select my pronouns.
I mean, apparently they're trying to make it inclusive. I mean, they're doing that, I guess, because there's people who don't have those things, or don't choose those things.
Well, I'm like, my thing is with that is like, I think it's a little uncomfortable to be like the question, my manhood is kind of like like whatever the most masculine man, you should already know that and check that box without even me having to say that.
So you feel like it challenges your manhood?
Yeah, it does. It challenges my manhood because like you don't know. It's kind of like if I ask a woman, were you born a woman?
But like it's
like you can't tell that I'm a man.
It's not.
Well, I don't look like a man to you, Ashley.
You look exactly like a man.
I mean, I might not be Channing Tatum or Wesley Snipes. Well, he old now, but like I might not be no Adonis, but I'm still a man.
Yeah, you're a man.
I got facial hair and stuff.
Listen,
I got a car. I mean, I'm a man.
You're a man.
I'm a man. And the thing is, like, why do I have to put in a box? Look at me and tell me what I am. I'm a man.
So here's the thing: you can't do that because somebody might look at you and be like, "You're a man." You be like, "Yeah, I don't necessarily identify with that."
Now I want to go back and change everything to woman. Yeah, just to mess with people.
And so
I'm a her.
So you could, but that would be a gender identity versus a presentation.
Right, exactly. Now I'm gonna go out dressed just like this, act just like this, but my pronouns are gonna be she.
But I mean, if that's
I think I'm just gonna come out as a woman. I'm not gonna change anything about my life. Nothing. I'm just gonna change my pronouns to her.
I mean, the thing is,
I'm gonna go to women's restrooms, stand over the urinal and pee standing up like a real man does. I'm a woman. Well, I'm a man. You better call me bae.
Okay. See.
Call me sweetheart.
No.
You gotta call me.
We don't. I don't like to be called sweetheart.
I'm trying to think. What's the words that you call women? All right, love. Yeah, you gotta call me love.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, sweetie. Yeah. That's how you're gonna dress. You're gonna dress me just like you would address any other woman walking the face of this earth.
Wow. Okay. That's
And I'm gonna join the WNBA.
Yeah. Remember Juwanna Mann?
Yeah. Except I ain't gotta wear no wig and no fake breasts. I'm just gonna go in there just like I am.
Just like that. Okay.
Just like I am, swinging and everything.
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, the thing is, if that's your choice, you know, they call you Shorty. Hey,
Yeah,
Shorty.
you can call me Shorty. Whatever, you get punched in the mouth, you gonna respect me.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
classy broad.
You're a
son.
classy broad.
I'm
Okay.
I'm a
Got it.
classy hoe. You you better cover me with some respect. But your mama raised you better than
So
that.
what is a respectable name to call a woman? What do you call women?
What do I call women?
Yeah.
Ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yeah. All right. Like, it depends. How am I addressing the woman?
Mm-hmm.
And is it a woman I'm familiar with? Is it a woman I'm just meeting for the first time?
Well, like you said, you just do we call you Love?
Or what do I call you?
You call me Ashley.
Yeah.
But that's my preference too.
Yeah. Well, that's what I call people. Like,
Yeah.
their name. That's a good question. Like that's how I should answer that question. You're like, how do you address? What do you call women? What's their name? That's really the first question I ask.
So that's actually a great answer.
Yeah.
Because it's one of my jokes. Part of my jokes in dating stories is a guy stopped talking to me because I asked him to call me Ashley versus calling me Sweetie.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If I call you babe or sweetheart or something like that, I don't forgot your name.
Well, that's
what it is.
Up.
Yeah. If I ain't calling you your name, I'm like, hey babe, come here. I can't remember your name. Yo, what is your name? I remember one time. I am not joking. I had this shorty. She had came through. I tore the drawers off of her, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm laying there and I'm like, what is this chick's name?
No, that's no good.
I'm just like, yo, she got her chest all, on my, she got her head on my chest. She all snuggled in, all comfortable. And I'm like, yo, I'm racking my brain. Yo, what is this girl name? What is this girl name? Before she say something, you know what I mean?
So just Sweetie. Sugar, honey.
Yeah, but I just like
mommy. Teron said
like,
mommy.
Yeah.
Mommy. So my thought is like there's nothing wrong with like a pet name, not a pet name, but a term of endearment between you and somebody that you're comfortable with.
Right, like sugar draws.
Sugar draws. Okay, is that something you've really used before?
Yeah. I had a Mrs. Butterworth. Oh man, yeah, I had a Mrs. Butterworth. I was actually married to Mrs. Butterworth.
Were you?
Yeah. That was my ex-wife's pet name.
Okay.
And then Sugar Draw, Sugar Britches, Sugar Tits.
And you called them that?
Like, at a family reunion.
Uh-oh.
I called one Sugar Draws before. It didn't turn out very well, but still, I did it.
Yeah, that's.
Who you talking to your daughter?
Wow.
Well, as you know, I'm a jerk. I'm what they call an asshole. So
the funny thing is, I don't think you are.
I'm just funny.
Yeah, like to me, and maybe it's because I know you. Like maybe to somebody who's just met you and they would be like, he's kind of, But to me, I just be like, that's just HL.
That's just me. If you get to know me, you'll realize I'm the sweetest person you'll ever meet.
No, you are a very nice person.
I'm very nice.
Yeah.
However, I talk my stuff.
You have some.
I don't say things the proper way because it's boring.
You like to rile them up a little.
I don't like to rile them up. I just like to say. I'm contrarian to the all right. We all know what the normal or the like how the community guidelines would be for the acceptable way to answer a question, and we all expect someone to answer a question the acceptable way or make the acceptable statement. Being that it's expected, I don't make that expected statement.
Okay, you like to keep them guessing.
I just like to say something that's gonna be funny, a left turn. That's why I'm a natural comedian, because I do that in my actual life. Just give you a left turn for every expected answer.
So I had a conversation about funny people and people who are funny.
Right.
Like, and how those are two different things.
Yeah.
Like, there's funny people. Like, to me, you're a funny person. Like, when you talk and you can say something to anybody and it be funny. And then there's funny people who they know how to write or they know how to say things or form sentences to make funny statements.
I'm that too.
But you're a funny person, yes.
Yeah, I'm a funny person and I am funny. I'm both.
Well,
I'm serious.
I'm saying like funny people are both. But there's people who are funny, people who are just, if you had an everyday conversation with them, you would be like, okay, you're boring. But they can get up on a stage and make a crowd
write
laugh.
jokes.
Yeah, they
right.
can.
So you got great writers.
Great writers, yeah. So it's like a personality. Are you a funny personality or are you a funny person?
I'm a funny personality.
Yeah, like you can make people laugh just by being you.
Yeah.
You don't have to put on a show.
Sometimes I can make people laugh without saying anything, just taking off my shirt and making my titties jiggle. Seriously.
I don't even have a rebuttal
I'm
for
a
that.
clown. I'm a
You
clown.
are a
I think that's
clown.
what it is. I'm a clown. My dad used to call me a clown all the time. That was like his insult. You a clown?
But it's working out for you.
Yeah, it is, yo. Like this weekend, man, I had 3 shows.
How was your weekend? How was that show with John Reed?
Oh man, that was awesome. It was amazing. He was like, "Dude, you're good."
Yeah.
Like yeah, he gave me props. I was like, "Yo, that's what's up." To make
That's awesome. And then you had
successful comic.
The Greenville show too.
Yeah. Oh, that was off the chain, man. We had them crying in there. That was with me, Justin Scranton, Tyler Wood, Harrison Tweed, Brandy Roberts. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a great show. That was a really good show. Brandy killed it as always. It's like my BFFFFFF when it comes to doing shows, because me and Brandy were the only niggas there.
Yeah.
So we had each other's back. We gave each other that look like, yeah.
Like, we got to do this.
So one yo, we going downstairs back to back. You know what I'm saying? Like we already had it. We were like, we're going to get right here in this tunnel.
Exit strategy.
Yeah. Get back to back on them. You know what I'm saying? Brandy, you got my back, I got yours. But we going to get up out this bit together. That's how it was. So, but luckily ain't nothing pop off. You know, white folks act like they had some sense.
Yeah,
nope.
They just came to laugh.
They just came to laugh. Yo, you know what? I don't know why I want to hear this song so bad, but I'm going to hear it, so y'all got to hear it too. This is Kim, Love Calls.
All right.
Yeah, it's that time to say goodbye, Ash.
I know.
We got like less than 3 minutes.
It goes by so fast. They need to give you like 4 hours.
They do, man. We can take this Q Rock radio off, but they paying, so.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna do that. That's why it goes from hip hop and R&B to the Beach Boys.
Yeah, quickly.
Like I'm talking about mid sentence.
Like, just switch
at
over.
8:57 and 47 seconds on the dot. I know exactly when it's 8:57 and 47 seconds. Every day. Because you start hearing stuff like the Beach Boys and Let's Hear It for the Boy, which I can't cap was a fire song.
I love that. That's still on my playlist.
Yo, Let's Hear It from the Boy from my Footloose. Mm-hmm. Man, that joint hit, yo. I'm gonna listen to that on my way home now because I gotta hear it. And it'd be funny because people be seeing me, they be like, "Oh, he's a thug. He probably listening to like some Biggie Smalls song." Like, and I got Genie in the Bottle blasting.
Yeah,
like,
Xanadu.
I don't know about Xanadu. I'll tell you like this. I would say, like, don't get me wrong. I love my hip hop and R&B, right? But I'm eclectic. I like all kinds of music. Just the other day, I was listening to Panic at the Disco. Do you remember them?
I do remember Panic at the Disco.
High Hopes. That was my joint. Like, so I mean, I will go from 21 Savage to Savage Garden.
Which is that's a good transition. So my playlist goes from like it might go from Tupac to like Hezekiah Walker.
Yeah, I do that.
To
some John P. Key.
To John P. Key to Fame to like.
I don't go to Fame. I see where you have Fame. That's Glee for me.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Mine's all over the place though. Like people who ride with me, they're like, I just never know what I'm gonna hear. You're right. You know?
Yeah, I have the most suspect playlist. They be like, "Yo, dude, are you really?" Yeah, I am. Yeah. I love vagina, but however, there be some music out there that y'all like. Just because it ain't hard and gangster, y'all just never listen to it. Don't give it a chance.
Yeah,
and that
like,
joint be hot. It be hitting.
Music is good.
Yeah, sometimes it's okay to listen to actual music. It don't always have to be rap.
Yeah,
it ain't always got to be rap. It ain't all got to be black. I'm sorry. Let's just say it like it is. There's some fire music out there, but don't get me wrong. On my station,
this is what you playing.
It's gonna be some hip hop and R&B because I love it. It's my favorite genre.
Yeah.
Like for example, the Temptations better than the Beatles.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, but we don't want to have that. The Jackson 5 better than the Beatles. We don't want to have that conversation.
They don't want to have that conversation.
They don't want to have that conversation. But yo, anything you got to say to the peoples out there?
Y'all just have a really good week. Be safe out there. It's Halloween, so people might get a little crazy. So just watch yourselves and take care of yourselves and love each other. And make sure you tell people you love that you love them.
Yeah, because tomorrow's not promised. We found that out the hard way Friday. And this Friday, we're going to be having our Halloween bash right here in the station.
All right.
If you want to wear a costume and come through, Ashley, feel free, but you got to have a costume.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell y'all who I'm going to be, but it's going to be dope. It's going to be dope,
It's going to be black.
But today is Monday. It's the first day of many in this week. Be positive. Love on something. Find something to love. Cling to it. Have some fun. Live your life. Don't just piss it away doing nothing.
Exactly.
Find something to do that brings joy to your life and do it. Even on Monday, have something to look forward to. Have that hope. Have that joy. And beat them kids. They done did something. We don't know what they did. They did something.
Just do it in advance.
Whoop they ass. Just catch them off guard too. Just grab them by the arm, tear their ass up, and then be like, I know you did it. I know what you did. And just walk off.
We're so abusive.
Yo.